In this publisher video, you will learn how to add translations to your Vizlly website to create a multi-language website with Vizlly. Before getting started, you should have already added text descriptions to your visual content in Vizlly, turned your visual content into stories, created a Vizlly website for your hotel. Start by logging in to Vizlly. To create a multi-language website, you will first need to ensure that you provide translations for all of the content and stories included on your website. This includes room type items, content items such as images, virtual tours and video, and offer items, room type, offer and feature stories, and finally, your website, pages and navigation. We'll start by adding translations to room type items. Hover over Information and select Room Types. Here, you will see all of the room type items that you've created. Hover over the room type to which you would like to add a translation and select the Edit icon. In Edit mode, you will see a language selector in the top left corner. Select the language you would like to add from the drop-down menu. You'll be prompted to add your translation to the room type name and description. The English version of your text will appear as ghost text in each section. Click the boxes to begin typing your translation. Any beds, views, and amenities that you've added to your room type will automatically be translated for you. When you're happy with your translation, click Save and Back. You'll want to repeat this process for each of the room types you've included on your website. Next, move over to Library, where you'll add translations to each of your content items: images, videos, virtual tours, and offer items. Start by selecting Library. Hover over the item you would like to translate and click the Edit button. In Edit mode, you will see a language selector in the top left corner. Select the language you would like to add from the drop-down menu. You'll be prompted to add your translation to the image caption, short description, and long description. The English version of your text will appear as ghost text in each section. Click the box to begin typing your translation. Then, click Save. And repeat this process for each media item that you've included in your website. Once your content items have been translated, the next step is to move over to StoryMaker to translate your stories. Let's start by translating our feature stories. Hover over StoryMaker and select Feature Story. Here, you'll see all of the feature stories and multi-grouped feature stories that you've created. Hover over the feature story you would like to translate and click the Edit button. In Edit mode, you will see a language selector in the top left corner. Select the language you would like to add from the drop-down menu. You'll be prompted to add your translation for the story name. The English version of your text will appear as ghost text. Click the box to begin typing your translation. If you've correctly translated your content items, you will see the translated captions displayed in the story below. Then, click Save. Repeat this process for each of the stories included on your website. Once you've translated all of your feature stories, you'll want to repeat this process for all of your offer stories and room type stories. To translate your stories, follow the same steps that we just covered. Once you've translated all of your content items and stories, you're ready to move on to your website translations. To do this, hover over the Publisher tab and select Web Marketing. Hover over your website thumbnail and select Edit. In Edit mode, you will see a language selector in the top left corner. Select from the language you would like to add from the drop-down menu. Again, a dialog box will appear prompting you to add translations for your website title and page names. Provide the translations for your website title and each of your pages, then select OK. Almost done. In this case, we've now created a French version of our website. The last step is to add translations for text that has been added to each of the pages. We'll start with the home page. The English version of your homepage copy will appear as ghost text. Click the box to begin typing your translation, and click Save. Then, scroll down to translate the SEO page description for your homepage. When you're happy with your translation, click Save. Repeat this process for each of your website pages, adding translations for text where applicable. Add your SEO page descriptions. And be sure to click Save as you complete each page. Finally, click the View in Browser button to view your new multilingual website. You will see that your website now has a language selector in the top right corner of the page. Any languages that you've added will be visible in the language selector on your website. To add another language, repeat the process. And that's it! Now you know how to create a multi-language website with Vizlly.